it's Alexandria again, and I'm here with my 2014 favorites. Now, I have a lot of stuff here, so I hope this video isn't too long, so let me stop rambling and just get started. All right, I'm gonna start with kind of like my shower products that I love, and I've bought these things over and over again. I'm gonna start with my favorite shower gel or body wash, I guess you would call it, and it's by Caress. It was the Passionate Spell one. I would have never bought this one. I was using Dove for the longest time, but Tati, Glam Life Guru, mentioned that she absolutely loved the smell of this. So when I went to the store and I smelled it, oh my god, it smells so good. So this was my second bottle of this. Because, you know, I go try to use other ones, but I always go back to this. So this was my favorite for the year. It smells amazing. Okay, now when I'm also in the shower, I like to, when I wash my face, I always want to use an exfoliator. I want something that's gentle enough that it's not gonna like strip my skin and make it feel super dry, but I don't want something with little, you know, the little scrubbers that I feel like aren't doing anything. If I go into the shower with makeup, I want to make sure that all my makeup is off with an exfoliator. So I use the Clean and Clear Deep Action Exfoliating Scrub, and it's an oil-free kind. I like this one. It never burns my eyes if it gets in them. It takes off all my makeup. I mean, I do, you know, work it into my skin really well before I wash it off. Sometimes I just do it twice just to make sure, like if I have a lot of mascara on or something. But I like the way this feels. I like the little beads in it. I can't even tell you what number of bottle this is. When it runs out, I just go back and get another one. Okay, so after I get out of the shower, I want a lotion that's gonna like lock in the moisture. It's gonna smell good. It's just not gonna like just disappear. So, oh my gosh, I tried this one a few months ago, and I will probably just keep repurchasing it. I absolutely love this. It's the Jergens Ultra Healing Nourish and Heals. It says it repairs for visibly healthier skin, extra dry skin moisturizer. And maybe that's why it works so well on me, because I don't have extra dry skin, but since I'm using a moisturizer that's made for extra dry skin, maybe that's why it works so well. But it smells amazing. It lasts forever because this thing is huge. And I don't know, I just love it. And I always put my lotion on when I'm still a little damp out of the shower. It just like holds the moisture in. I don't know, I love it. So try it. Okay, if during the summertime, if I want a lotion that's gonna like give me a pretty sheen or glow, but I don't want to put like a glitter or a shimmer on or anything, I go to the Vaseline Intense Care Cocoa Radiant. I don't know, I guess it has a little bit of like shimmer in it. It's not greasy, it's not glitter, so don't think you're gonna look like a big disco ball or anything, but it just gives my skin it just looks like it's healthy, and it just looks radiant, I guess. And I'm pretty tanned, so the color of this, let me take some out, is kind of it has a little bit of a tan to it, so it just makes your skin look glowy, and that's perfect for the summer. I don't self tan, obviously, because I'm already tan, so just putting a lotion on like this with a little bit of color just makes my skin look great, and I'll continue to use this every summer and even in the spring. I don't really use it in the winter too much. I just use, you know, my other lotion, the one I was talking about before. Okay, so sometimes, or in the winter, I don't know why this happens to my skin, but all around my forehead right here gets super dry. I have oily skin everywhere else on my face, but all around the line of my forehead gets super dry. And the only thing that I have found that will take away that dryness is the Pond's Dry Cream Rich Hydrating Facial Moisturizer. Now you can tell that I use this thing. I put it on every night before I go to sleep. I kind of just pat it in all around my hairline, and it takes away the dryness. I don't know why that happens. I've used, an exfoliator, try to use other lotions, but this is the only thing that helps, and it only happens to me in the winter. I don't know if that happens to anybody else, but I absolutely love this Pond's. If my hands are feeling extra dry or any part of my body is feeling extra dry, I always go back to this Pond's. I've repurchased it a few times. I even bought a little travel one to carry in my bag. I love this stuff, and it smells good, and it's inexpensive, which is another good thing, so I like this. Okay. After I washed my face, let me go to this. When I wash my face, I like to use the Cetaphil Daily Cleanser, and I use the normal to oily skin because I have extremely oily skin. Like I said, my face is oily, but around my hairline in the winter, it's pretty dry. I love this. It's gentle. It smells good. It just works. It's a good face wash. And I've bought this. I think I've been using this for about a year and a half, maybe even close to 2 years. After I use my face wash, I always use a toner. So I bought this Seabreeze Sensitive Skin Astringent, which is the same thing as a toner. Okay, this is great. After I've washed my face and taken all the makeup off, when I go in with the toner to make sure that I've taken everything off, especially under, you're not supposed to use this around your eyes, but sometimes I do get it on a Q-tip, and I go in to get any leftover mascara. But when I go in with the cotton ball all over my face on this thing, it just feels like I put a cold bucket of ice or water on my face. It makes it feel so fresh and so cold. Like, cold is the only way I can describe it. And that might not sound like too, I guess, good, but I like the way it feels. It just feels so fresh. So I really, really like this, and it takes off any of my makeup that stayed on after I, washed my face, if there was any. So I really like that one. Every day before I put my makeup on, when I moisturize, I've been using the Cetaphil Oil Control Moisturizer, and it has SPF of 30. I love this stuff. I am about, in the sun, I can tell I'm only about right here, and if I've had this thing for I don't even know how long, for a long time. I like it because it has a pump. I just get a tiny little, pea-size amount, and I just put it everywhere, or maybe even a little bit more than a pea-size, and I push it into my skin. I like that it has SPF for the sun. I do notice that it does help my oily skin. It doesn't completely take away the oiliness, just because my skin is very, very oily. But I like it, even though it has SPF in it. It doesn't put sometimes when you take a picture or something, you can have a kind of a white cast. That never happens. I really, really like it. I'll buy it as soon as I'm done with this one. It's just a great moisturizer, and it sinks in pretty fast, which is another reason that I like it. Okay, for a what is it called? For a primer, I tried so many primers this year, and I didn't have one that wowed me. So I didn't put a drugstore primer in here or a high-end primer. But another thing this is the second time I'm going to mention her, but Tati Glam Light Guru, she mentioned this product in one of her videos, and I was like, what? That's weird. But since I was on the hunt for a primer, I said, why not give it a try? And it is, you're gonna think I'm weird, it's the Chafing Relief Powder Gel. Now this is for runners or people that their thighs rub together when they walk, because you can get a little bit of chafing. This is what it's meant for. But somebody, I don't know if it was her, somebody she knew, tried it as a primer, and I love it. Now, I wouldn't say it's the best primer out there in the world, but it works. If I, am in between primers and I'm just not digging those, or I've run out of one, I always go back to this. As you can see, I've only ever used it as a primer, and I'm almost done with it. It has a silicone, texture, and it's so soft, it's so smooth, and it just like, even if you can even tell right now like the difference it made in my hands. I don't know if you can like pretty much like tell. This one's really kind of shiny a little bit, and it just made this one so smooth. It feels so soft, and makeup just glides on over it. So even though it's not a primer, I like it. So I'll probably buy it if I run out of it again. Okay, so moving on. Oh, another thing. I am pretty lucky to say that I don't get a lot of breakouts. I don't suffer from any acne. If I do get a breakout, it's one, you know, here or there somewhere. So I'm pretty lucky in that, you know, in that area. But if I do get a breakout, or if I do get one pimple, it's usually, you know, kind of big and puffy. My sister is the one that told me about this. It's the Clean and Clear Advantage Acne Spot Treatment. I don't know what is in this little thing, but it works. I guess it's the salicylic acid. That it works so great. So if you have a pimple or a little, you know, place on your face where you have a bunch of pimples and they're red and they're irritating, and you're like, I gotta go to work tomorrow or school and I can't be having this big old crater on my face, put a dab of this on before you go to sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, obviously your pimple isn't going to be completely gone, but the redness will go down, the swelling will go down. It'll just look 1,000 times better. So it's going to take me forever to finish this thing, like I said, because I don't get a lot of pimples. But when I do put a dab of this wherever. And when and when I wake up in the morning, you know, it's pretty much gone down a little bit. Okay, so moving on to, I guess I'll do body sprays and perfume. Okay, so I'm not a big perfume person. I don't spend hundreds of dollars on perfumes. I've just never been that way. I just feel like it's something that sprays on me and it just never stays. And maybe that's why I don't buy a lot of perfumes, because I feel like they don't stay on me. But this is an old school perfume, and it is just the Paris Hilton. I want to say this is her original perfume. This is like my second. I went through 2 travel size bottles that came in a set, so I've just started using this one. I know it's an old school perfume. It's been around forever. It's inexpensive. You can usually buy it in a pack where it comes with travel ones, a body lotion, a shower gel, you know, all this. But this is just, I mean, this is the only perfume that I guess stays on me. I just get tons of compliments on it. I'll continue. I'm going to finish the bottle, probably buy another one until I can find maybe another perfume that works as well. So I really like that. For like an everyday, like I said, I don't use perfume every day. So if I do want to spritz something on me, I was like obsessed with this Pink Chiffon by Bath and Body. As you can see, I'm almost done with it. I went through the lotion and I went through the shower gel. Now I just have this body spray. I just spray tons on me in the morning, and then I respray it throughout the day. I just think it smells good. I don't know if you can still get this, because I got this way earlier in the year, and even though it might not be like a winter fragrance or smell, I still use it. So it just smells so good. Alrighty. Another thing that I wanted to mention is, you know, in the summer or winter, when you have like a tank on that goes like, it goes in the back, and you have your bra straps hanging out. If I have one pet peeve, it is when girls are wearing a shirt or wearing a tank or wearing any type of blouse and you can see their bra. I'm like, girl, get it together. Like, why? Like, nobody wants to see your bra, especially if it's a lime green one. Like, no, go put a new bra on. But when I discovered these things, probably like, I don't know, 2 years ago, they are so amazing. I got this, you can get them anywhere. I got this at Dollar Tree. It was a 3-pack. It comes with a nude, white, and black one. It is perfect. If you're wearing a tank just like this girl's wearing, you just pop this on and you can adjust it. And it hides your bra straps, which I love. Or if you found that your bra straps are falling, just put one of these on and they'll stay in place. So I really, really, really like these things. So if you see these things at the store, get them. They're worth it. It saves the hassle of always trying to pick up your bra and hide your bra. Okay, moving on to makeup. I have quite a bit of it. So we'll start off, I talked about the primer, so we'll go to foundation next. My absolute favorite. This was just, I purchased this twice throughout the year, and I'm not one to wear foundation every day. So the fact that I, wanted to wear this enough and had to buy it over again says a lot. I'm talking about the Revlon 24-hour color stay makeup, and I have it in combination oily because, like I said, I have oily skin. This is the type of foundation, I'm wearing it today. This is the type of foundation that when I put it on, before I leave the house at whatever time it is. And when I'm back home at night or whatever, and it's time to go and wash off my foundation, I think that it looks better than when I put it on. It's a foundation that gets, I don't know, just throughout the day. I don't know if it like settles, but settles in a good way, like doesn't settle and all the creases and lines. It just looks so pretty. It doesn't feel heavy. I don't feel like I have like a cake face of foundation. It's a buildable foundation. I can just put a quick like thin layer on and it looks nice, or I can put, one or two layers on to build it up to the intensity that I want. But I love this foundation. I'm in 370 Toast. I'll buy it again if I run out. It's my favorite foundation. So after that, we'll talk about my favorite concealer in the whole wide world, and I've used tons of concealers. I talked about this in my last video. I repurchased my MAC Pro Longwear in NW30. Best concealer. I'll continue to use it until somebody tells me that I absolutely need to try another one. Blends in with my finger. I can use a brush. It stays all day. It doesn't crease. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've heard tons of people talk about it. If you haven't tried it, go out and get it. Lasts forever. Has a pump. Just can't say enough amazing things about it. To apply that concealer, my favorite brush, if I'm not using my fingers, the only thing that'll get my concealer looking flawless is this Sigma tapered kabuki brush. It's F80. It's the F86 brush. It looks like this. It tapers into a point, so it fits perfectly in that corner. And I tap. I never rub. I tap, 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 tap. It blends out the concealer as if my fingers would. Concealer, my favorite setting powder. Obviously, you can tell that I loved it because it doesn't even have writing on the cover anymore. You can tell that I love it. I use it every day. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte in Translucent. And since I am so tanned and I do have darker skin, I don't want a setting powder that's going to leave a white, powdery finish. This does not. It's translucent, and that's what it does. It sets my under eye concealer so well. I never ever have to retouch up throughout the day under my eyes. Now my oily T-zone, yes, of course I do have to retouch up, but never under my eyes. It's amazing. I love it. This was like my second one of it. I'll buy another one when I finish it. Moving on to my favorite blushes for the year. My favorite high-end blush is definitely by MAC, and it's in Ambering Rose. It's just a beautiful color. If you are my skin tone or any darker, you need this blush. It's so pretty. It's this, I don't know, I can't describe it. It has like gold flecks in it. It's kind of like this amber color. It's just pretty. So that's my favorite high-end blush. Now my favorite drugstore blush would definitely be by Wet n Wild in Heather Silk. This blush, it's matte, which I like because the other one has shimmer in it. And I also broke it. I'm so rough with my stuff. But it's just this pretty like pinky color, but not too pink, because girls that have my skin tone do not look good in pink. It's just this, oh my god, I don't know, it's just a beautiful color, and I love that it's matte, so I can wear it, every day and not look like a big mess. But the pigment on these you do have to be careful with. Have a lighter hand, because the pigment, it's really intense, so you don't want to look like a clown or anything, so just be a little bit more gentle. I can tell this is going to last me forever. just my favorite drugstore blush, and it's under like $3, I want to say, so you know, worth it. Oh, and to put that on, my favorite blush brush is by Real Techniques, and it's just the blush brush, so it's hard to say, just this big fluffy soft thing that just gets my blush on there, does a great job. I love these. I love that they can stand up by themselves, or you can put them, you know, in a jar or something. Okay, so onto my brows. I'm pretty simple when it comes to my eyebrows. I have recently bought, you know, some higher end products to see how I like them, but this product has worked for me for, I don't know, 3-4 years already. As soon as it runs out, I buy another one. It does the job. I have no complaints about it. And I'm kind of like, this might sound weird, but since I have bought higher end products recently to try my brows, I'm kind of hoping that I don't like them, just because if you like something that's so expensive, you're like, oh my god, I gotta go spend another $20-$30 on that product when this was only like $3. So this is the e.l.f. eyebrow kit in the color dark. It has the, oh, I'm sorry, it looks so ugly. It has kind of like the gel, or not the gel, but like the cream, and then it has the powder. I just dip it in here, oh sorry, and I put it on my brows. It works good. My eyebrows stay all day. I don't have any complaints. Now I have fuller eyebrows. I don't have thinner eyebrows. I don't know how it would work on somebody with thin eyebrows. I don't know how natural it would look. But if you have any like eyebrow or fuller eyebrows and you just need to like fill in the sparse areas, try this. It's a few bucks at the store. It works great. To use that product, I also use a Real Techniques brush. It's the brow brush. This came in an eye set. It's pretty big actually. You know, so it works good on my brows just because they are fuller. But like I said, somebody with thinner brows, you probably want to use a thinner brush. But this works great, and I love it. Alrighty, moving on to mascara, one of my favorite things to talk about. Mascara is my weakness. I am always looking for a new mascara to buy. I want them all. I want to try them all. I just love mascara. So my two favorites for the year, let's first talk about my love. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous Original in Carbon Black, or Blackest Black. I just love this brush. I don't like plastic brushes. I've never been fond of the plastic brushes. This one, you can tell I need another one already. I can't even tell you how many tubes I've gone through of this. This is completely empty. This is best mascara. It's dark, it builds, it separates, it gives me volume, hence the name Voluminous. Best mascara. It's like $5 or $6. It's on the lower end of the drugstore mascaras. Just the best. I just can't say enough about this mascara. Oh, and the brush isn't too big to where when I put it on my lower lashes that it gets everywhere, so that's another thing. Okay, my second favorite mascara, which I'm wearing today, is the Jordana Best Lash Extreme Volume Mascara. Okay, like I said, I don't like, if I can get it open, I don't like the rubber brushes, but I don't know, this one, I don't know about it. It did something. It's on the rubbery side. Honestly, I can't even tell. I guess the little bristles are rubbery. I don't know. But this mascara, as you can tell, I have 2 coats on my eyelashes today. It makes them long. It makes them black. It separates. But you do have to be careful. I wouldn't do anything more than 2 coats with this mascara, because it starts to look spidery, and if you do not like spidery eyelashes, you are not going to like this mascara. It's more on the wet side of mascaras, so it kind of tends to kind of stick together a little bit. It does separate and give you volume and length with the first and second coats, but I wouldn't do 3. It's cheap. You can find it at Walgreens. I highly recommend this mascara. Okay, almost done, I promise. So for the lips, if I was going for a lighter nude lip this year, I bought this at Sally's. It's the Beauty Nique, I guess you would say, lip liner in Mocha. I love this lip liner. I need to sharpen it. Sorry, it's not. But it looks just like this. It's in the Mocha color. I loved it. It was on that nudie mauve color. Was my favorite kind of nude matte lip liner. You can find it at Sally's. Now, if I was going for a darker or red lip, my go-to pencil was in the color Brick by MAC. Hopefully this one doesn't need to be sharpened. No, it looks just like this. It's kind of maroony red color. It just went with any red lip that I would do. I'm more of a matte girl, so it just works perfectly. My go-to dark lip for the year was definitely by Milani in 21 Sangria. I love this color. It looks kind of scary in the tube, but on your lips it looks so pretty. It kind of looks purple on my hand. It is kind of more of a plummy color, not so much red. It was just my favorite color. So with girls with my skin tone, this is a good dark mascara, sorry, good lipstick. I really think you'll like it. They're creamy. It stayed on my lips. It didn't stay all day. Obviously, I did have to reapply after eating and drinking stuff, but it was my favorite, definitely my favorite dark lip of the year. We are done. Sorry, this was a super long video. I had a lot of stuff that I enjoyed in 2014. I'm gonna try to get out of my comfort zone here for this year and try new things, but I just love this stuff. Everything that I showed you, I will I will buy again. If you liked any of the things that I said, or if you have oily skin like me or my skin tone, go out and try these things. You won't be disappointed. But thank you for watching, and until my next video,